Thank you for welcoming me into your home. You're a respectable man, I hear.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me, if you will.
You should know, Mr. Falcone, my analysts say we're raising triple what Mayor Hill has... Hey, what's...
Private audience.
Come on, guys. Bruce.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes.
Harvey stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say? Mr. District Attorney here wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will. The man talks too much, chaps my face with words.
Well, I would say you can uphold the law and still do what's right.
To a point. No one gets remembered for staying in the middle.
Mr. Falcone,
No more warnings. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat, or I can pull it out from under him. Whatever happened to being a gracious host? Okay, imagine this is me, and these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. I make them all move, and I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be. Between your businesses and mine, I bet we employ half the city.
Oh, I'm everyone's friend.
Which means you're really no one's. Pick a lane before you have a head-on collision. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand this situation. Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake. And which to break.
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did. People don't say no to me. Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Heed your butler's advice, kid. Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house. The owner's a prick, and he's gonna get what's coming to him.
टेंशन मत करो, आराम से तसल्ली से काम लेना, क्योंकि अगर हम लोग इस बारी फेल हो गए ना तो फिर समझ लेना अंडर वाटर माफिया जिंदा नहीं बचने वाला। तो गाइस हमें कुछ भी करके उससे बचाना है। लेस्टर कह रहा है जो ट्रक
beats me.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battery rams to force their way in, with break-in and entry incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned. But the most
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in any of that tar black smoke.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles as the cops cut him down. Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded Skyrail cars to contend with. Gotham police are investigating multiple cases of riders receiving abdominal wounds from an ice pick or other pointed weapon while pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers. A few have died, while most have been admitted to Gotham General
That computer should be able to read whatever data is on its stolen
any
drive.
suspects at the time. 2 more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of
That computer
escapees
should be
from
able
the
to read
half
whatever
prison,
data is on
half
that
mental
stolen
hospital
drive.
to 15 this year. Only 3 have been caught to date, but all the escapees highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions at the aging asylum. The latest,
Nearly fell off a building for this.
Dion and Valerie Luneau should be considered dangerous if found. Authorities are asking that you do not approach and call police immediately. Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful Act takes effect today, making it possible for landlords to evict tenants immediately and without cause. The new law was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to modify and improve the city's aging buildings, some of which have been occupied by families for decades. So if you come home from work tonight and find all your stuff on the street, don't worry. It probably isn't anything you did.
Let's find out what was so important.
And if you can believe it, now you can't even trust them.
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave.
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
I agree, it isn't normal work. Even worse, the best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
They're not unappreciated. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
In the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
सारे पुलिस वाले हैं प्लान के लिए। वैसे अच्छी बात ये है कि प्लान में पुलिस वालों को ड्रग्स पहन देते हैं और हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत दिमाग लगा के हम लोग उन लोग को पागल बना सकते हैं। तो चलो गाइस अभी फिलहाल मैं अपनी गाड़ी लेकर यहाँ पर नीचे आते हैं, तो जल्दी से अपनी गाड़ी को निकालते हैं और यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा चेक करते हैं। तो जहाँ पर मैंने लास्ट टाइम उनकी गाड़ी देखी थी तो ये देखो पीछे की तरफ में ट्रक खड़ा हुआ है। गाइस अभी तो मैं फिलहाल इस वाले मिलिट्री ट्रक के अंदर तो मैंने टॉर्च मार के चेक कर लिया, बट अंदर वाटर आते ही देखो इसके अंदर तो नजर नहीं आ रहा। फिलहाल तो ट्रक तो यही वाला है क्योंकि देखिए इसका देखिए कलर अभी भी चिपका हुआ है जिससे हम लोग जीपीएस की लोकेशन ट्रैक करते थे। फिलहाल अंडर वाटर माफिया कहाँ गया होगा वो मेरे को नहीं समझ आ रहा। इतना तो मैं 100% श्योर हूँ कि जब ये ट्रक ऊपर से गिरा होगा ना तो हो सकता है कि थोड़ा बड़ा पलटा हो और अंडर वाटर माफिया निकल के पानी वानी में गिर गया और पुलिस वालों से बचने के लिए वो पीछे भाग गया हो, ऐसा कुछ भी हो सकता है। बाकी ये है दूसरा वाला ट्रक और भाई ये तो गिरने के बाद ब्लास्ट ही हो गया, उसके अंदर जितने बंदे थे वो मर गए होंगे, बट कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि अंडर वाटर माफिया भी जल के मर जाए। यार ऐसा हो सकता है। अभी ना गाइस फिलहाल पीछे की तरफ से जाना मुश्किल है, तो मेरे हिसाब से जब वो गिरा होगा तो उसे चोट लगेगी, वो पीछे नहीं जा पाएगा। एक बार में गाइस मैं ऊपर से ऊपर देख कर आता हूँ, वहाँ पर ऊपर में काफी सारे स्नाइपर मिलिट्री वाले हमारा इंतजार कर रहे हैं। तो चलो गाइस यार अभी ना फिलहाल यहाँ पर एक बारी में ट्रक के नीचे चेक कर लेता हूँ, कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि वो ट्रक के नीचे पड़ा हो। फिलहाल सामने की तरफ में वो देखो किसी की
This is a map of the east side shoreline.
तो चलो गाइस
But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs. Everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo. You don't have to take my advice, Bruce, but that doesn't mean I'll stop giving it. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one.
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I don't like being compared to a common criminal.
No, I think you're missing the point. You have to admit you've been drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and not the playboy billionaire buys new yacht kind of attention. Yeah, I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
I have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh, yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Fortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
You think he's looking for a handout?
He would have come to the right person.
No, because
Because you're generous. A little too much sometimes. With your wealth, your time, and even your well-being. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम भी हो सकती है। एक काम करता हूँ, अपनी गाड़ी को ना यहाँ पर इन गलियों से लेकर चलता हूँ। वैसे वो जो घर है ना यहाँ से ज़्यादा दूर नहीं है और हम लोग पहुँच भी गए, यही तो है वो वाला घर। तो चलो वैसे भी ना जल्दी से अपनी गाड़ी को मैं यहीं पर पार्क करता हूँ और फटाफट से ना चलते हैं सीधा इस घर के ऊपर। और अभी ना इसमें जो बम है हमें डिफ्यूज करना है। यहाँ पर वैसे भी वैसे भी ना 3-4 और हैकर दोस्त को बुला रहे हैं ताकि वो लोग ना जल्दी से इसे डिफ्यूज करने की कोशिश करें। वैसे हमारे पास ना अभी सिर्फ 5
Where are you, Oz?
Thank you, sir.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz. Hey, beat it. Watch wallet cash.
This goes through you. Hey, you heard it, man.
Sorry, fellas. I've got nothing.
And him. Gentlemen.
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're in the moment! Come here! Think that'll do? Stay down! wrong. This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey, Bruce. You've got a little, hair. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
You didn't need to take it so far.
Some folks are fine hearing, Bruce. Others don't get the message unless it's beaten into them. It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Oh.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are going to be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers. Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce, Bruce!
Morning, Mr. Dent. Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. But we didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce? My parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat, and tears in this city. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. With this facility and our next mayor, we can put a dent in crime. Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham. I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy. We can do better. All right, who's up next?
Oh, Mr. Wayne!
You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You and Mr. Dent even spoke with him behind closed doors.
Well, I think Mr. Falcone is a voter just like anyone else in this city. He came to learn about Harvey Dent, your next mayor. Next question. Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime, going back years, and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
And did anyone else receive this evidence?
The Globe, the Gazette, we all did. Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What are you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone.
Could the allegations be true?
How long had
Did you know about this, Bruce? What are you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. Where the hell it's coming from? Bruce controls my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
वो इस टाइम पर अपने पास बिल्कुल भी फालतू टाइम नहीं कि हम लोग पुलिस वालों से भी पीछे अंडर वाटर माफिया के पास लगा फ्रैंकली सी दैट
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
There's gotta be a mistake.
That's what we're here to find out. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe you did.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence.
And if I refuse?
Well, then we might have to make a scene. That's the last thing I want. But orders are orders, and this one comes from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Well, Hill has a history of making his opposition disappear.
Rumors and allegations, Mr. Wayne, that's all. But if they become fact, I'll handcuff him myself, same as any other crook. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
अगर ये डिफ्यूज नहीं कर सकता कम से कम इसे डीअटैच तो कर सकता है बिना ब्लास्ट करे तो एक बार इससे बात करते हैं देखते हैं तो चलो भाई सर अभी ना फिलहाल यहाँ पर ये बंदा अंडर वाटर माफिया को लेकर दूसरे वाले रूम में आ चुका है और यहाँ पर आकर इसका ये बॉम्ब को डीअटैच करने की कोशिश कर रहा है क्योंकि यार ये डिफ्यूज तो हो नहीं सकता काफी ज्यादा कुछ ज्यादा करना तो
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but
This is the second time you've shown up uninvited.
well, it's difficult to book a meeting with you.
Well, I enjoy my privacy.
Enjoyed. Past tense. Sorry, but if the press has their way, you're not gonna have any for a while. Listen, Bruce, a scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list. By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record, right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
The Wayne family has always been a cornerstone of Gotham. We have never had and never will have connections to organized crime.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear. You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale. I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way. Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family... We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days. All this on the anniversary of your parents' not a coincidence.